Hello everybody, this is Mr. Bowman. Today we're going to be looking at the ALEKS topic, finding the slope, y-intercept, and equation for a linear function given a table of values. So what that means is really we're going to get a table and we're going to find all the pieces so that I can make the equation of that function. Okay, so we're going to take these points and make a function equation out of it. So first things first is we do want to find the y-intercept or the slope. We're going to find the y-intercept first here because it's given in the graph. Remember, the y-intercept is what point happens when the x value is 0. So they gave us an x value of 0, so it's just this point here at 0, -3. Okay, remember, you do need both points, though. All right. The slope is a little bit trickier because it's a ratio. So I want to figure out how much I'm changing from one point to the next. Okay, so from -2 to -1, I'm going up by 1. I'm adding 1. Similarly, -1 to 0, 0 to 1, and 1 to 2. So we have a nice consistent pattern here of we're adding 1 each time. On the y side, we're going to do the same thing. Okay, so how much am I increasing or decreasing to go from -11 to -7. I'm going up by 4. Okay, so -7 to -3, also going up by 4. Similarly for our last two jumps. So nice consistent patterns on both sides here, which is helpful because that means I don't have to check as much. If they're different numbers, you have to actually find that ratio and do the y change divided by the x change, or the rise over the run, if you have heard that before. So if I do it this way, they're all the same though. So 4 over 1, 4 over 1, 4 over 1, 4 over 1. If all of them are the same, then that's the slope of the graph. If they're not, you either made a mistake or it's not a linear function. So be careful. So looking at these, they're all 4 over 1. Which is my slope. You can either write it as 4 over 1, or usually we just write it as 4 and simplify it that way. Then when you have both of those, the equation's nice and easy because you don't have to calculate anything new. It's going to be that y equals mx plus b, but I'm going to put in m for slope and b for my y-intercept. So it's y equals m, which I'll fill in as my slope, so that's my 4, x plus, and then I'm going to take my value over here, but I just want the y component of it. They all start with 0, so I don't need it. So 4x plus -3. Or if you want to clean this up, you could also write y equals 4x. Instead of writing plus -3, you can just write -3 there. And you're done.